Welcome everybody to Chop Chop TV. We're at Kansas Motor Speedway for the Gen 4 Cup Series at Chop Shop. Striker and Caleb are taking up the pole here. Running a little late, so didn't cover qualifying like I usually do. But we'll go through the grid here. So we see everybody roll off. The Striker taking the pole there with a great time. Caleb super close to Striker. I mean, tense, like little wiggles here and there through the corner, a bobble, not getting on it as a split second as Striker. That's so close. Pretty much dead even there between first and second. That's all it comes down to for poles and even wins there. It can be that close to claiming your win. Crown over. And Mark, good qual for Mark, the second row. Church and John head up the third row. Culver, Jerry looking for a good day here. Starting in 7th, Ed Perry in 8th. Bogart in 9th, Parsons in 10th. Biggert in 11th, Burke in 12th. As we go towards the end here, the tail end of the lead pack is Delgado and Roberge will roll out the tail end of the field. I don't think Roberge qualified. He's trying to get that lucky dog. I mean that hard charger. There you go. That's the one. The hard charger award.
Green flag.
We're underway immediately here in Kansas. Green flags out. Striker gonna take over the lead, but Crownover is gonna immediately start attacking. This track's pretty bumpy here. Through the corners, you can see them bobble a bit. Everybody's starting to cycle out. I don't think my camera's loaded in here. I gotta check. It's just not that many cameras at Kansas. Very spare camera selection, but we see everybody start to spread out here, start to get underway. Could be fairly smooth to the stage. 14 cars on the track. I'm expecting a lot of green flag runs here. See who's going to be quick and good saving at their equipment. Got a couple battles around the track. See, there's Thomas Delgado. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas DeLago in the 13. I think he's just recently joined there. Bigger just ahead of him. Trying to make a move on Jerry. Got to make those passes quick. Don't want to fight the guy lap after lap and just burn your tires up. And Thomas in the 13 going by Jerry crossing over, trying to take another look there, but the 13 closes the door. There's two 13s actually. I just noticed that. Jerry's 80. I think it's my trading pace. I'm gonna refresh real fast just to make sure. Guys fighting it out back here. Kansas, very tricky track. Strikers pulling away from Crownover here just a bit. Hammond going around the 76 of Mark there for 4th, and they can see Caleb just ahead of him. Appreciate everybody tuning in here for the race here. Kansas, pretty tricky track. It's kind of a single groove track. Everybody will run down the Crowley here. It's about 17 to 20 degrees in the turns. It's progressive banking, 17 to 20 at the very highest point against the wall. On both ends of the racetrack, so it's kind of very symmetrical, running the turns more or less the same way. Marshmallow car. Yeah, I'm not sure if someone got their number wrong or the paint wrong. I'm assuming it's Thomas because Jerry usually runs 13, but he's got the number 13 on the car. I wanted to refresh just to make sure it's They're not loaded in, but they'll get it sorted out next race. See a couple battles here is Thomas taking a look at Biggert. We see Hammond there trying to fend off Mark. See if that fixed it. I don't. It might be the mic is something wrong with it. Oh, marking the wall. Thomas gets into a hard hit on the inside wall. No caution. That's unfortunate for Thomas there. Lots of damage. Just gonna have to bring it down pit road. Let me know if it stops squeaking. Yeah, something's wrong with the mic. I might need to start to replace it. That's gonna be a deal breaker for Thomas there. Did you see the spark? The car's dragging. I'm pretty sure that left side of the car is gone. Let's back up here. Mark caught the wall, and then Thomas was just ahead of steam. He didn't really have anywhere to go. Right on board with Thomas here. That's a hard hit there. See all the sparks, the front of the car's dragging. He's gonna go multiple laps down as he sits here for repairs. Mark here, right side of the car is pretty bent in, that fender, but definitely Thomas got the worst end of that. Stracker's leading the charge. Four sets of tires here at Kansas. We're running 134 laps. It's going to go by pretty quick here with such few cars there. Everybody's going to start to spread out. Tire wear is definitely going to come into play. We're going to stage break at 40 and 80. Stage 1 and 2. Hopefully it helps up Thomas a bit, but I don't see him getting these laps back because he's going multiple laps down. So you see there's no fast repairs there. 100% fuel. Marbles are carrying over from the practice and qualifying. Big setup as always. And racing in the afternoon. It's going to be an afternoon race here for us as we see Hyman all over Mazaleski. Really trying to put the pressure there on the 53. See the car rotating over for Hammond. Caleb swinging wide. John able to get side by side. We saw that with Mark as well. It can't really run tight there. It's going to push on you. John a little free off the exit. Caleb doing a good job there getting the run off the high side. Holding off John so far. See him check up there. Drifting up the corner a bit or sliding up the corner a bit. John's going to be able to clear him here off of 4. Bigger starting to set his sights there on the 53. Stryker leading the charge here, second ahead of Crownover. Crownover not that far back though. I think he's going to start to rally up and start to eat into that lead. We still got a good amount of laps left for the stage break. Crownover doing good on the 28 Havoline. John starting to pull away from Caleb. It looks like Biggert's going to start to attack, put the pressure on the 53. And Mark doing a good job, bro. Rebounding back after the wall hit. Not that much damage there. Fender's just pushed in there. See that's a cool shot. You can see the glare from the sun. It's not too bad on the drive. Also like the dash, it shows all the distributors. The distributor there, the ignition box, all the electronic components there, right there on the dash. It's pretty neat. Fun fact, MSD's from headquartered from my hometown of El Paso, Texas, where they started. Where MSD, it's a multiple spark distributor for these old cars that use carburetors. John leading the pack here, this smaller pack here of 4. Crownover and Stryker had just pretty much checked out. They just flew all the way around this Bogart there, running in 7th. It's kind of on his zone. With Burke just a little bit off there in the X-side machine. Church had a good qualifying, but kind of fell back a bit. Still trying to figure some things out, looks like. The autism awareness, it's a good looking car. I dig the flat black. See how bumpy those corners are. See him accelerate down the back stretch. Roberge, not much ground gain, about 4 spots there from dead last. Over back here. Trying to close into Roberge. You can see these guys just ahead. They're a little soft on the exit there, very patient. Don't want to spin the car around. Harry just behind him, who was our winner this past truck race there with amazing fuel strategy. Really just staying out after everybody pitting, and tire wear wasn't that bad there at that track. Really pulled one over on the field. Parsons back here, running out the tail end of the field, running up the about high on the corners there. Here's the throttle management. Zagato, unfortunately, gonna be in pit road for a bit. Can't see the side of the car in these camera views. Crownover was able to catch Stryker. We'll take a look at that. He's able to really start to charge in, being very patient. See the setup here. Slowly closing into Stryker. Stryker might have used up his equipment too early, learning something there. Crownover getting a better corner entry. Slows it down, gets the car to rotate. Stryker way up the track. You see at 28 get the speed off the exit. Dives it in. Stryker having to check up so he doesn't drift up to the wall. There's your pass for the lead. Starts to pull away there from the 88. Running second. Hammond under fire by Biggert here. Biggert able to get underneath the 29. John doing a great job fighting off the 01 there on the, see, we see John here. He's really a lot closer to the 01 there in the corners where we saw the other guys kind of way up the track, and it's not that helpful way up there. The corners at this track don't really carry you around on the high side. Put the track map here. See Crownover still leading the way over Stryker, starting to pull away a bit. Good battle here for third. See how aggressive Biggert is here. Still got a good amount of laps left for the stage break because we're stopping at 40. It looks like John's starting to pull away a bit. And I think both these guys are starting to catch Stryker there as we see him off into turn 1 right now. Biggert slowly being patient. He's going to get a better rotation there. John, a little bobble off the exit. It's going to open the door for the 01. See if the 29 can hang on to it again. John going way up the track. Still unable to get the car to rotate. It's going to let the 01 go by. Falls back. There's Modzelewski watching the battle. Mark dropping off a bit. The damage might start hindering. See the damage there on the front right. That looks like could be rubbing the tire or something like that. Kind of pushed in. Burke running 7th. Clean car there, just trying to get the stage in, get some tires, and regroup there. These guys learned something for the second stage. Well, as Church, everybody pretty much pretty spread out. They're starting to slowly catch Church, though, I think. Chris lower on this corner, really backing up the entry. Church going way wide. And at that point, you're just sliding up the track. You're not making forward progress anymore. You're just going up against the wall. Someone was really loose up there. Looks like it was Burke. Lay down the track. There, he may be free off the exit. Little bobble there. He's working the wheel, trying to keep it off the wall. Just chases it down the track. Oh, there's a caution. I think that was your stage. It might be off by 10 laps. I think it's off by 10 laps there from what they put. Crownover would be your stage winner. Stryker second, Biggert, Hemman, Modzelewski, Mark, Richkin, Burke, Church, Roberge, and Culver. I need to double check here. We see everybody coming down pit road. So it's 30-65 is the two stages. There we go. Just had to confirm there. As Crownover's going to lead him down to the pit. cycle here. We see everybody stopping the box. I'm gonna bet everything I got. Everybody's gonna take tires. Mark might be sitting there a little bit and get that damage fixed. See, Church is a little more skilled at tail end, hanging out, and that definitely affects how your guys pit your car. That could slow you down a lot. See the pit exit here? Not sure why I got blurry there. Biggert's gonna come back out in third. Parsons, things stayed out. Yeah, it shows him on the track there on the backstretch as everybody else cycles out. Yeah, very, very vocal. Very vocal. Very, very vocal, baby. Wonder if Parsons is gonna come down the down a pit road here. I'm not sure if he missed. There it goes. I'm not sure if he missed it last time by, or you see the same kind of damage that Mark had. There's Mark. He's spending more time on the in the box, getting that fender popped out. It's back where it should be. Pretty much a brand new car now. Everybody filing back out, getting ready for the restart here. We'll see if anybody learned anything during that first stage of Crownover is going to start to pull away. Tracker may be a little bit more patient. We'll see how they do it here as we're getting ready to go. Green flag for stage number 2. 65 is the next stage, completion of 65. And we'll have a long green flag run, I'm thinking, for the end of the race. See Barney switching back to the green flag, getting ready to throw it. It's the field. Crownover on the inside, Nate on the outside. Neil 1.
Green flag.
Green flag's out. Good jump for the field. See how aggressive the 88's going to be here. See how aggressive Biggert's going to be there, way against the 28 at Crownover. How close he gets this bumper, recognizing where his car's at. So want to get into Biggert's going to, oh man, so close. Thought he was going to give him a tap there. Don't want to touch him here. These cars will get squirrely really quick, but Biggert putting all kinds of pressure there on the 28. Getting back down a bit. There's Burke way down the track underneath Hammond. Not able to get there. Mark at the tail end so far. You see the field gets spread out very quickly. This track is, like we mentioned, it's a real kind of single groove racing. So hard to stay side by side, stay along with someone for lap after lap. You might get away with it with a few laps. Culver's a little bit loose there in the corner. Oh, 57 had a moment. Bogart free, still sideways. Hangs on, it's going to hang on to it there. Chasing it all the way down to the apron. It's going to fall to the tail end of the pack, but still going. I'll back it up here and watch the hands at work. Oh, he might have got a tap. You see the car just kick out suddenly, and it's upset all the way through the corner. think he had some help on that one. There it is. Perry, just a little tap on Bogart. Had a much deeper entry. Just really got alongside him. Not a hard hit. Otherwise, he would have went all the way around. Just a little nudge there. Bogart doing a great job hanging onto the car. Chasing it all the way down to the apron, keeping it off the grass. That's good driving right there. He's going to have a little bit of work to do as Cronover's pulling away from Biggert and Monteleschi taking over. Stryker falling back, being very patient this time, or maybe he didn't take tires during that last caution. Falling back to 7th so far. You can hear these guys maybe just backing it down. Burke and Hammond here, a couple packs throughout the field. There's Roberts, Stryker, and Culver with Mark just behind him. Ed Perry here under fire by Bogart. Church coming down pit road. Might be calling it or something going on. Parsons, I just realized, also exited the track. Conover leading the way. Pretty sure Stryker didn't take tires here. They're recognizing definitely gonna matter towards the end of the race, or he's just saving that much, recognizing he went way too hard. Everybody went way too hard that first stage there, really backing it down. The second stage, trying something different, and then it's gonna send it towards the end of the stage, maybe 5-10 laps to go. See how much ground he can back up on these guys. Corner speed 144, accelerating up. About 185 before he needs to lift for that corner. We'll see what Biggert's doing down here. Looks like he's running about the same there, so definitely took tires. Just really paving the car, it looks like. See Bigger third, second, Modzaleski third. Burke coming up the field. A lot of guys being patient now after running that first stage very pretty hard, I'd say. Mark, take a look inside of Jerry. They're in the 13. If Mark gets a good corner here, he gets alongside the 13. Good pass by Mark. Oh, very free off the exit. I think he got the wall. So, no, he's just very loose. Look at him putting. I thought that was smoke from him. Somebody else got free off that corner. Oh, looks like Burke and John back here fighting off. Oh, John sliding up into Burke and gets them both sideways. Roberts goes around both of them. Burke doing all he can to try and hang on to that, but Burke's going to end up taking that spot. John really pushing hard. It just tells you that banking really doesn't help here. Really a single groove track there where these cars want to run. Everybody's starting to close up here. Striker putting some pressure now. John's caught up to Burke here. Crownover still leading the way over Biggert and Mazaletsky. These three cars pulling away. Gone again on the inside of Burke here. See if he can make this pass. Definitely quicker than the 73. Might clear him going into one here. Good plane spinning out. Burke going way wide up the track. The car just would absolutely not rotate. Oh, loose again off the exit. And I think that's Culver. No, that's not sure who that was. Oh, that's Church back out on the racetrack. He's coming off the road. I thought somebody else got loose. John's very free here, but really pushing hard off those exits. He's in the car, but it's just scrubbing the tire. It's overheating the tires, and that's just less and less grip you have. Tires are too hot. They won't grip the asphalt on the racetrack. Sometimes you just got to back it down, ride around a couple of laps, and start to push. And Stryker gets around both John and Burke here, setting his sights on Robert's just ahead of him. Closing up to everybody pretty quickly. Laps are kicking off very quick. Just green flag racing all the way. Stryker weight shifts all the way up the track. It lends him behind the 98. It's gonna get better entry there. Backing it down way early in the stage. Looks like it's helping him out. Starting to get by everybody. Burke following suit behind the 90, behind the 88. Burke should clear Roberts here on the corner. That high entry not helping anybody. It looks like Robert should have better job though. A lot of guys take that entry and it just goes up the track. We'll see if the 88 can catch these guys. You see Crownover way up there crossing the stripe into the corner now. Stryker's got about 10 laps to close in. Church there hanging out behind John and Roberts. A good amount of laps down. I'm not too sure why he was in pit road for so long, but fresher tires for sure. You're running against the wall, just trying to get out of everybody's way. Burke leading this 4-pack, 5-pack really here. Mark back here. I think they're all on their own. There's Jerry, Harry, and Bogart. Oh, Bogart, big slide. Oh, hits the inside. That might be yellow, but there's no one coming. He's off the track. Leaders are about to come by. No yellow. Big slide off of the corner. Wasn't able to hang on to it. Still rolling forward. There goes Crownover and Biggert. take a look. There, he's already loose. There, he's loose on corner entry. Really sent it in there. See the bobble? Rear end's kicking out. Loose already going the corner. He's fighting it all the way through. You see the bobble. And the rear end finally kicks around. He locks it down. Oh, Perry also got loose. We didn't see that. Both of them hitting the inside wall off the exit. Perry, I think he, really ended up high line. And that's what we talked about. That high line doesn't really help. Just drifting off the track, trying to keep it off the wall, and it just catches and sends them down the track. You see the tires popping out. There's a good amount of damage there for Perry. I think he got it worse than Bogart. They're still on the racetrack. Bogart going a lap down, though, because he ended up backwards on the apron there, as Biggert has caught Crownover. And a good shuffle here. Striker's closing into Monzaleski just ahead of him. I don't think he'll cross first and second, though. John getting around Robert's. Still Scott Burke ahead of him. See if Biggert has something for the 28. Ed Perry having to come down pit lane and repair some damage. It's only a handful of laps, about 4 or 5 laps to go here. Biggert really trying hard to get the stage win there from Crownover. Crownover finishing second or winning last stage, excuse me. Getting a pass late in the stage on the 88. See if Biggert can do the same here. Really sends it off in that corner and clears them. Just tires a lot better there for the 01. You see the 88 swing way wide off the exit. Only a couple laps there to go for the 01. Doing a great job here managing his equipment. Tractor closing into Monzaleski. I don't think he'll get him, though, as Crownover putting the charge back on the 01. We're about to tick off 64, 2 to go for the stage. Like Biggert's starting to pull away a bit. See him a lot closer there against the wall. Gets a better arc into the corner. Biggert earlier on the gas, but it's pushing a little bit. I mean, Crownover is early on the gas. Pushes a little bit, but he's able to keep it there. Really driving into that corner, unable to keep the car low, though, as it starts to push up the racetrack. Big bobbles there. 01 a lot smoother there. He's going to start to pull away. See the difference there. Bigger, just a lot more smoother in the corners there. Car's a lot stable, able to respond to his inputs. And he's gonna, looks like he's gonna come up with the stage win here. So rolling 3 and 4. Coming off 4, so there's the first two. Bigger Crownover will finish first, second. Bigger taking the stage. Monzaleski hangs on for third. Striker rallies back to fourth. And then rounds out the top 5 and 5th. So there goes Mark, the rest of the field. And Jerry, a good top 10. Ninth and Jerry. the 10th place for Bogart. There he is. We'll see everybody come back down pit road here in just a second. We'll start to catch the pace car. Bogart will get his lap back as well. That's good news for him. He can go around, get some damage fixed. Shouldn't be too bad. A long slide and a head-on tap to the inside wall. Gonna cycle around here after pit stops on the one to green. Biggert leads them down into pit road. Crownover tucked up against the L1. You want to be as close as you can, but you don't want to hit the guy either. All that matters, so you don't know if he's going to slide his box or come out of or go into his box a little sideways. Little hints, microseconds there matter. If you're close enough, you might get to jump on him. Should he make a mistake as it goes bigger, Crownover will come down. Wadzaleski, their striker, good box entries there. Everybody being real clean. Bigger's off there. See his car jack up. Church, I think, did a fuel-only stop. Crownover with that third box there is going to take the lead back from the 0-1. Wadzaleski comes out in third over Stryker, Burke, and Hammond. And there's Roberge. See Culver roll out. I'm not sure why it gets blurry there as it pulls out. That's Mark. Great stop for Crownover there. We're going to throw up a quick break here, let these guys cycle around. Bogart will be your lucky dog. We'll be right back for the restart. Welcome back to Chop Shop TV. A lot of guys coming down pit road again. It's why the inside line's so long. Everybody topping off there. Kind of a rolling start there. That's a little sketchy. I don't know if they're going to catch him for that. He started pulling away, or everybody else just didn't go. This is a little weird. Maybe I'm seeing that wrong. I'm going to take a look at it again here after they start to get rolling. But Striker, Motorspeedway loose. Sideways on the exit. Is going to hit the inside wall. That's going to be a caution there. Good break for him at least as the field's going by. But very loose in the middle of the corner on some fresh cold tires. Just a little tap there. It's gotta get it going before the field comes around, because if he's still there and they pass him, he's still gonna go lap down. But now he gets moving. You see the damage there in the front end. That's pretty odd. Motorspeedway not one to spin out suddenly, but happens to everybody. Let's see. Really getting on it hard in the middle of the corner. You saw it push up just a bit. On it, pushes up right there. He's turning it more to try to keep it from going up the track, and it catches and goes down to start. The rear end starts to break free. See it there. It goes up. Getting a little free in the middle of the corner, and just a tap there. You see the restart. No, he just went. Everybody else just falling asleep. There's Motorspeedway. Got the telephone pole, as Jason would say, on the front end. It's a dent there. He's gonna get it all fixed. It shouldn't take too long. Trying to get a better front view. See it pop up just like that. It's what, 10-20 seconds ish. Pop it back out. Get the scuffs off. Good to go. The worst part is the tires. Flat spotting the tires. That part of the tire where he's sliding it, it's flatter than the rest of the tires. So when the tire's rotating as quick as we go, that little flat spot, it's got less grip on it. So you're losing grip quickly throughout the as the tire's rotating. As we see, I don't know, we're doing it fake maybe. And it's gonna mess up the handling on the car. The car won't rotate. It's losing grip pretty much all the way through the run. Even tire wear is key. If you can get the tires to wear evenly all the way around, the car is gonna respond very good. Perry coming down pit road. See if he tops off. Everybody cycling around. We should have the one in the green here. See the lights on the pace car. Crowder, we're electing to go to the high side. Gonna get the clear on the restart. It'll give him a great angle of attack on that first corner. It's a great arc there. Gets him run off the exit. Corners, you want to make them as straight as you possibly can. You get a high entry, low in the middle, drifts up, high exit. Just make the whole deal is trying to make the corner as straight as possible. And get good speed down the exit, down the backstretch there. Everybody cycling by. Caleb towards the tail end here. The car repaired as we saw it pop out. Great looking car there. Perry a couple laps down. We see Barney with the flag in hand.
Green flag.
Green flag's out. Good jump for the field. Everybody pretty tight there. Crownover didn't get a big launch like the last time. Still able to get that first spot. Striker, big charge on the outside, swinging out wide, but it's going to get him loose. Good recovery. He was trying to push it to get on the outside of Crownover. Car breaking free though. Definitely the cars don't like being way up there. You really push it in the middle of the corner, it's going to push up and the rear end's going to kick around as the weight shifts. It relegates Burke to second. Hammond taking a look, trying to take it from him. Two laps are going to tick off very quickly. Everybody doing a great job there. Burke trying to rally on the attack here over Crownover. Striker falling back a good couple spots there. We'll see if he's going to be, how patient he's going to be this time, learning a thing or two of that second stage. Mark up there, really putting the pressure on John Hammond, just ahead of him in the 29. On about middle bottom of the track, Marca half the lane up above him. Get a little air to the nose. Get some downforce on the car and help it rotate. Mark gets a good run. Good run here. Looked like he had one, but John's pulling away a bit here. Really pushing hard. You see how aggressive he's attacking the corner of that car. Hard on the brakes. The car's wiggling. Really being very aggressive here. Trying to catch first and second. I think Burke's being very patient right now, just trying to stick with Crownover. Guy's doing a good job. Striker back here just to tail in with Mark. Bogart all over. Robert is able to get around and cover. Robert's actually just past Bogart. And they kind of been going back and forth, really. Here's Robert on the high side. Really sends it off into the corner. Doing a great job holding the car up there. Let's swing out to the wall and gets that speed down to the exit. We're going falling back a bit. There's Jerry. We'll see if he can get to him. And Monteleski back here starting at the 10 after his spin. And Biggert falling to 10th. Was a contender up there, picking up the oh look, oh I see, look, he's trying to make it to the end. You see him coasting the car, shutting it off, trying to make it all the way to the end, being very patient. I was wondering why he's so far back now all of a sudden. See him shutting off the car. Coasting the corners, trying to make it to the end of the race here, it looks like. See if his strategy works out for him. Bogart inside, looks like he caught the wall. Back it up here, you see some scuffs there. I think that fender, yep, got loose on the exit. There goes the car over rotating, trying to catch it. Unable to this time, and really hits the wall pretty good. Twice. He hits the safer barrier, then he hits the actual wall. He's going to come down pit road. Crownover pulling away from Burke. It's Hammond and Mark closing into Burke. John and Mark there. Mark trying to get to John Hammond. Striker still being patient, looks like. See Biggert there just entering turn 3 now. 3 and 4. See him on the track map. Exiting 4 now. We'll see how patient he's going to be. Don't see anybody else trying that strategy. I don't think Bigger's shutting it off anymore, you see. Nope, looks like he's just saving for a few laps there. I don't know if he can make it now. We'll see how it goes for him. We're approaching the end of the race here. It's going to be a long green flag run here. Mental fatigue might start to set in. These guys got to still be mentally cognizant and focused there, especially when you're by yourself. You see a car off in the distance, or like Bigger just completely by himself. Car's way off in turn 1. It's easy to start to drift off and lose zone out, lose focus. you catch the apron or overshoot your corner. Just do tiny mistakes there over and over, and they start to catch up, back up, and you start slowing down a lot. It's times like these where mental focus is so important. You got to keep your head down, keep it in the game, as they say. Stay focused in these long runs. Mark doing a great job here in 4th place. Keep these guys, a little bobble there. Heard him burp throttle the front end with his bit. But John's catching Burke, I believe. Get the lap time. They're kind of back and forth a little bit, but John's quicker. Had 2/10 there. And then just slightly, it's kind of chipped it away at it that last lap. We'll see what he gets this time by. The leader's about to lap Harry there. In the track map crossing the red line. That's your start finish line. Bogart still on pit road. Might have called it or just had that much damage. Yeah, John, just ever so slightly, not enough to really make a difference. It's very tiny amounts. But John's still trying to chip away at it. As Mark's trying to fall back. Just, again, very tiny amounts there. They're more or less doing the same speed, the same times around the racetrack. Striker back here. He's catching Mark. Striker falling off actually. Just again tiny amounts there. Lap 92 is a pretty big one. Lost almost 2/10. Just small amounts of time. There's side by side over there. I believe it's Conover getting around Perry. Yep, there's Perry on the high side. Bogart on pit road. He might have called it after hitting the wall there, or just had a lot of damage. When these guys start to push. Caleb and Jerry trying to get to Caleb. Little slide there, quarter entry all the way through. Caleb way up the track. Jerry trying to put the power down there, but the tires are not squealing in protest. All these guys doing a great job. Biggert here still towards the tail end. He's in 9th right now. Saving fuel pretty early on. Dropping way back. It looks like he's starting to push now. See if he can make it towards to the end. About 37 laps to go. There's I think Bogart just ahead of him. That is back out on the track. Had a bunch of damage, it looks like, from that hit. Might have broken a toe leaf, something like that. And some suspension damage. So there goes Biggert on the outside. John is pretty much caught Burke here, looks like. About a couple of seconds off. See Burke. Very, very sideways there. Almost see the door number on his car, and it starts to slide down the track, losing speed. Mark coming down pit road, doing his last stop for the day, it looks like. There's John there starting to put the pressure on Burke. Bogart coming back down pit road. Mark looks like he's taking tires, pulling off now. Crownover leading the charge there, but he's not that far ahead of Burke. About a second and almost and a half, 1.4 seconds. Any mistake by Crownover, these guys will start to close up pretty quick. Mark just exited pit road. Starts to pretty much lay some hot laps down. Really pushing the car. Just going to try to get everything you get. Crownover leading the charge. I mean, I think John stalled off a bit here. Let's see. The same deal again, just slowly, ever so slightly chipping away at the lead, at the second place. I apologize. That Burke's lead over Hammond. John big dive there, but it's going to cost him a bit. Slides up the track. Crownover coming to pit. John, late second decision, trying to pit with Crownover. Looks like he was able to get down to pit road speed. Pit road speed, I think it's 55 here. I need to check real fast. It's 50. I think he was 3 over on the Indy, but we'll see if the iRacing catches him. Crownover diving down pit road. John seeing that happen, brakes hard, last second decision, comes down pit road with him. Striker also coming down pit road. Everybody else going to start to think about it, except Nathan Biggert, who, if he can make it, might come out the winner on strategy, pulling in Ed Perry. Striker, Biggert. Looks like Biggert is coming down pit road. Maybe he, not too sure. Realized he couldn't make it, or just second guessed his strategy. Just didn't want to do it anymore. Saving fuel early on that run, but we'll see how it pans out for him, as Burke's going to inherit the lead. Robert and Jerry top 3 right now, as they still need to pit. Crownover. Good stop. I mean, those guys, see how long they stay out. Might hope for a caution that I don't think is going to happen with everybody spread out like this. Jerry here. And all it is these guys are on old tires. As long as they stay out, the more time they lose to those guys who did pit, and they're just going to be that much further behind when they do have to pit. It's Church on pit road here. Comes Ed Perry down to take a stop. Burke, Robert, and Culver top 3 so far. Crownover here. kind of work on Burke, who hasn't been, so Conover's going to get his lap back there, passing Jeremiah Burke. John Hammond, for all intents and purposes, in second right now. Got to be real patient here through these closing 25 laps. We'll see how long these guys stay out, or how long the top three can stay out. Maybe they do get a yell if something crazy happens. Slower car gets in the way, or gets tangled up with one of these guys with fresh tires. Anything can still happen. Because now we got a mixed bag on the racetrack. Damaged cars, all kinds of things there. Conover leading the way so far from the lap down cars. There goes Burke down the pit road. It's gonna give Chris Robert's inheriting the lead. Robert's big believer of that strategy to stay out, save fuel, make it to the end of the race. Culver coming down. Robert's the only one needing to pit now. But Robert runs the strategy a lot. We'll see how it can pan out for him. A lot of times it does work. It nets some top threes, top fives. Usually when I see him run it, it pays off pretty well. But we'll see how it pans out for him this time. There's a crowd over down the backstretch. He needs to come around all the way again and catch Roberts to get the lead. He's effectively in second right now. And John Hammond, someone in the wall back there, I think it was, I'm not too sure. I think someone was riding the wall as we saw John. Looks like it was it Jerry? It might have been Ed Perry. Nope. Not too sure who that was. It was a black car. Wanna check it out one more time. Oh, it was Church. Church there getting stuck on the wall. Robert's here catching Burke. Burke's gonna pull away there as he come off the road. I think Burke just got around him. Crownover is about a half lap down now. He's making some ground. Gonna catch up pretty quickly. I think he'll get him with 20 to go here. I'm not sure if Roberts can make it to the end either, but if he can, that's very impressive. Our Canadian friend there running the 98 Vancouver. I think that's a hockey team. I'm not too sure. Come across the finish line. There's a crowd over there entering 3. They're pretty much a half lap down there. Still got a ways to go with 19 laps. The charge is on for Crownover. Roberts might sneak one out from under him, pulling an Ed Perry special here. Just not pitting the last lap. We saw Ed Perry do it in the trucks, getting the win over Aaron Smith. Smith's so hard to beat in the truck series. Ed Perry pulling some strategy to get that win. Locks himself into the playoffs. Roberts might be doing the same thing here. Crownover's pushing very hard, but it's going to wear the tires out pretty good. Also, they might start to overheat. Not in a position Crownover's been, I don't think. Going to really push the car hard. Going to need some help, I think, as we're winding down the laps here. This is going to be a good battle on the racetrack here. See if Crownover can catch him with 18 laps to go. I think they kind of stalled out because they're still about half. No, Crownover's making just a little bit of gain there now. He's crossed the halfway mark. A little less than half a lap down. Let's see, we'll take a look at the lap times. Oh, he's very fast. You see him second, 1.3, 1.3, 1.2. very quickly, but on the track map, you see it's such slow progress. It's so far ahead. Roberge is less than a second that time. Might have overextended his car, pushing a little too hard. 17 to go for Chris Roberge. This might be it here. It's getting very interesting. I mentioned Chris Roberge, a master at this type of strategy. He does it a lot. Like I said, it usually pays off. 90% of the time, it pays off for him. Get some top threes, top fives. A little loose off the exit there. Trying to stay away from Nick Biggert. Crown over quicker that time again. Back to the second, 1.2. You see him there down the backstretch. I think he's going to start to really catch him this time. You see that distance close up a lot. And that's it. I thought Roberge was really going to make it there. Unable to make it to the end on fuel. It was a good battle so far. But Roberge really looks like I was assuming he was going to make it on fuel. Roberge hoping for a caution to save him. Crownover is going to inherit the lead. John Hammond's going to inherit second now. And the Striker back here in third. Good rebound for Striker. That's, I think, Robert Churchill's ahead of him. It is. Chris Roberge is going to fall towards ninth, I believe, as Jerry's about to cross the start-finish line. I'm going to go by Roberge here, who's on the apron. Crownover inheriting the lead with 14 to go, putting together a masterful race. John Hammond just riding around in second, having a great day as well. John with a lot of bad luck throughout the season, throughout the series, but doing a great job here today, hanging on second. His driving demeanor has definitely changed lately. Very aggressive now. Taking all he can get, taking no prisoners. Very aggressive driving has John has completely changed his driving mindset from what I can see on the racetrack. Just so aggressive now, and it's paying off here. We see him hanging out in second behind Crownover. Crownover just putting together a great race. John doing a good job. Battle for fourth here. Striker has Hotberg. Or battle for third, excuse me, as Burke actually took it from Striker. Burke with fresher tires. It's going to get alongside the 88 there. 88 swings wide. It's just fresh tires dominating there. Able to keep the car lower, keep the speed up. Striker relegated back to fourth here. Still a good day there for the 88. Lots of different strategy there. Top 5 for him so far as we're running to 10 to go. Crownover just needs to put a few more corners together. Keep it tight and steady. Little bobble there. Hammond as well, like I mentioned, just doing a great job here with the races lately, getting good finishes, really putting the pressure on guys. Just not really putting himself in those bad spots, and a little luck always helps in racing there. Some things fall your way, help you out there, and great race strung out there for John. Good pit stops there, and strategy as well. Win the pit. Get some jump there on pit road, back to second. Striker Modzelewski here in fifth. Bigger than sixth here. That strategy earlier, just something he changed his mind about. Still very curious while he was saving fuel. earlier in this run, in the last round before the pit cycle, we're approaching 8 to go. Crownover just dominating here, pulling way ahead of John. There's Mark Richkin and everybody else pretty single file. Jerry here, little bobble there, little bit sideways there on the entry. Hard on the brakes there. Or the exit, excuse me, that was the exit of 4 there. Putting some power down, the tires slipping a little bit. There you go, see it again, exit of 2. Tires slipping a little bit. Running Taylor Swift pink. Just noticed that. It's hard to see on that color background and all that glare from the sun. I can't really read the paint from that dark color. It's like an olive green with a deep green, something like that. 6 to go for Crownover. Trying to string down the rest of the laps here. Crownover so good in the ARCA car, and from what I understand, I still haven't driven this car. I don't know if I ever will, honestly. But Crownover so good in the ARCA car, and from what I understand, this car is the same thing, with just more power. Able to save tires there, really understand the car. It's a lot more speed there. Crownover doing a great job here. And then second, Burke in third, Stryker. All these guys just trying to finish up the, screen stuttered a little bit. I thought Chris was spinning or locking it up. So Chris, Mark, Jerry, Church still on the track, and Perry's, Perry's out. We see the scoring there, 11th through 14th, calling it. You see the big, that's pretty big here. Not like Pocono. Pocono's massive. But this track, very tricky track, very single groove. You can see the grooves there in the corner. Out there at the top of the screen. Crownover rolling off with 3 to go. Trying to pick up another win here. I think Burke has caught John here. Fresher tires there. Burke hit it later in the run. Might get John for second here with a handful of laps left. So really dive it into that corner. Oh, close to John. It's gonna take a peek there. John closes the door on Burke. 2 to go for Crownover. Jeremiah Burke trying to get second. He's going to get a nose under John. Fresh tires. Look at the speed there. More shallow entry, but he can carry so much more speed in the corner. John's not going to let it go that easy, though. Burke's going to slide up a little bit. Catches John's front left. Makes the pass. Little rub in there for Burke, really pushing on the exit. White flag for Crownover. As he put on a masterful show here in probably was the longest green flag runs we've had of the season. The whole pretty much race with green flag with one caution for Caleb's spin. We had a bunch of spins, but it's going to call it on Caleb there for that caution way early. But Crownover's going to take the win, sliding off the exit through the trial. Burke taking second from John Hammond, right behind him there, finishing in third. So we see everybody else start to cross the finish line here. Crownover is going to take your win here at Kansas. going to look to Crown over to burn it down here. It's going to come off turn 3. The glare from the sun as we approach into evening time. Not quite night, but that sun definitely affects the track. Handling, all kinds of things there. Look to these guys to come down the waiting room. We'll start with third place finisher in the number 29 Goodrich machine. John, you got me?
Yes, sir.
John, finally great to talk to you. Top 3 after a lot of bad luck, I would say, throughout the races there. But this race, long green flag runs. How was the race throughout the track here? How did the car feel?
Actually, it felt good. Practice, it was rough. I was like, I was telling the guys, man, I'll be in bed early tonight. It was just really rough for me. But then I just got in a groove out on the track and just kind of ran a good pit, what I thought was a good pace. I had good tire wear for the first couple stages. On the longer runs, I was either Crown over might have been saving, or I was running the same lap times, maybe slightly faster, but we don't have a long enough run. And the last stage, the car felt good. He pitted, and I dove in right behind him. I was like, I'm going to pit the same time he does, because I knew it was at least 2-second fall off, maybe even more on the other guys. So I figured if I can run a couple laps. And Jeremiah stayed out for a long time, and I thought I had a big enough lead to take second, but I made the mistake of burning my stuff up trying to get to Crown over when I actually should have just submitted to a second and saved tires, and I could have taken it.
So Kentucky being it's mostly a single groove track, you can kind of work the high line, but it really swings you out wide, kind of gets you loose or into the wall. Going into Kentucky, lots of practice for a lot of us. How do you? What was your thought process for this track?
My thought process was to just keep throttle control, keep it from spinning. There was a couple times I did get a little loose. I think me and Jeremiah touched a little bit, but for the most part, my idea was do not go to the bottom. The bottom I felt was slower. If you needed to pass, you could, and you had the tires, you could probably pull it off. But anyone that I raced against in there, I think I raced Nate a little bit earlier and for a stage, and he tried going on that bottom, and I just stayed in that one groove up and pinned him down, and it held there. So the line was a single groove pretty much the whole race, unless you had a good runoff.
So I'm noticing a change in driving style, and it might just be me, but I'm noticing a lot more aggression from you on the racetrack. Something you thought to yourself, or just something different on your end?
I'm just changing. I changed numbers. I'm running a 29 now, and I'm just gonna run hard. I'm gonna try to save tires and run hard. Throughout all these races, I'll get out of people's way. Hey, go on, man, go on. But to pass me, you're gonna have to fight for it from now on. I'm gonna race hard. I'm gonna race everyone clean. But I'm not just going to ole people by me. You're going to have to beat me straight up.
Awesome. I love it there. Next week is road racing at Sonoma. A lot of us have trouble with road racing. How do you think you'll do at Sonoma? How do you
I'm
attack
ready.
that?
I've been practicing for a month now. So on my own, just get in the car because it's very difficult to drive throttle off with these cars, and you could easily lose it. It's a lot of off throttle time, but if you put your practice in, you're going to get it. If you just go out there thinking you're going to run that course 1 day or 1 hours of practice, you'll be using your fast repair.
Awesome, John. Give us some insight there. Give us some shout outs.
Well, everyone in the league, Joe, you doing these, man, we appreciate it. Myself, Stryker, do appreciate it. You put on a hell of a job. I want to shout out to Signature. They do our other broadcast. He does a great job. All the drivers, I feel these leagues have some of the best drivers. Clean racing, good fun. Just need to build up the fields a little bit more. But there's nothing wrong with some long green flags.
I think it's a great change of pace there. A lot of different. Usually we don't see a long run like this. We'll catch it every so often, but I think it's a great change of pace for everybody to really understand what their cars got. So nothing wrong with that. I agree.
No, it definitely teaches you tire management for sure.
Awesome. Well, we'll catch you next week at Sonoma. Well, we got dirt racing on Monday tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
Jason.
Oh yeah.
So
yes, sir.
We're gonna check that out. Road racing on Wednesday. With the Core Network guys, next gen on Friday, and then we'll see you guys again next week at Sonoma on Sunday.
You got it, man. Good job tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, bye.
John Hammond finishing in third, trying to hold off Burke, but great strategy overall. Burke pitting a little bit later towards the end there, managing to catch up to John Hammond in the 73X side. Burke, you got me?
Yes, I got you.
What a great race. The field's not massive, but the good part is long green flag runs. How do you guys not quite used to it, at least not in this series, I think. Green flag runs, a different change of pace. How do you stay focused through these long greens? Sometimes my biggest problem is I tend to zone out and I make mistakes. How do you focus throughout this race?
I try to focus on like my goal lap time, or see if I, try to maintain where I'm at versus the guys I'm trying to race. The good thing about the long green flag runs is that we get the different strategies, and we're able to see what the other guys are doing and how it plays out and all that. So, I kind of had my mind going with watching people pit, see what their lap times were when they came out. That's why I ran long, and I was thinking, man, if I could catch a caution here, I'll have the fresher tires and I can beat them. I'll get back up to, I figured it out. I could get back to where I was, so I wouldn't finish any worse than second. And figured we go long and give it a shot. It didn't quite work, but it was worth a shot. I wasn't going to beat them straight up on pace.
Definitely gotta change it up a bit. You if a guy's just dominating, you ain't gonna win if you do the same thing he does. So nothing wrong with trying some strategy, and it gets you back into second. But going into Kentucky, I was speaking with John. It's really a one groove track. How do you work this track when passing's pretty difficult on old tires? Everybody's kind of on the same stuff there throughout the stages. How do you work the passes here at this track?
So what I do is I try to really diamond 1 and 2. I make all my time up in there. If I could just hold steady in 3 and 4, where that's really, really one groove, I'll get a good run, get into 1 and 2 where I kind of diamond it out, and I come out lower than everybody else. And if I can get a good drag race off and beat them to 3, and then that's where I was kind of making my time, and I was making all my time there. And it's just a matter of don't overdrive 3 and 4, so you don't give it back up. But I did work in practice to try to get me a spot where I could have a good run off the corner and make some time up on other people.
Awesome. This track is it's pretty tricky in the sense it's kind of our typical oval, but banking's it's pretty good, but you can't really use all of it there. 20 degrees or so. It's progressive though, so it might not help the car as much. Tire wear, from what I'm hearing, was pretty bad. How was yours faring?
So yeah, a lot of people were in the Discord chat there. Were talking about how low they were running theirs. I really, my line really didn't eat the tires up that bad. I finished the race there with like 68% on the right front, 83 on the rear, and it was about 65 to 71 on the right front the whole way through the race. So my line really didn't eat it up too bad. That's why I was faster on the long runs. Just the way it played out today, it didn't really get you couldn't run a whole fuel run because you didn't have to, and so I didn't get to take the long run speed to victory lane.
No, nothing to shrug about, especially towards the end, making that charge for second. Next week is Sonoma. We're going to the desert of California there for some road racing, a very notorious track, very difficult. Lots of twists and turns, elevation changes, the cars, weight shifting. It's super difficult track. Lots of practice time for you for Sonoma?
Oh, Sonoma is one of my favorite tracks. I love that track. I'm really good at that track usually. Unfortunately, I will not be in town next week, so I'm going to be skipping that race. I'm going to be at Lake Havasu for a week with the family, and we'll be back the following week after that. I'll probably tune in and watch the race on Sunday evening, but I won't be able to be there.
All good, no worries. You cannot pass the opportunity to spend time with family. There's always another race, but good luck on your trip then. I hope it's enjoyable, and give me some shout-outs here for this race.
All right, shout out to friends and family, everybody who watches me, Albert and Jack and all that, and then, of course, Stryker and John for putting on a really great league. I love the way this is run, and everybody, how clean we can race each other, but there's always, as clean as it is, we race so hard, and it's just a blast to get on here every week and have a good time with some good people.
Awesome. Glad to have you here. We'll see you the following. Let me see. I want to check real quick. You won't be here for Sonoma, but after that, it's Richmond for some short track racing. So we'll see you at Richmond in 2 weeks.
There we go. I'm looking forward to it. Richmond's pretty good for me too. So we'll see what I can do. I'll get to practicing.
There you go. Jeremiah Burke, second place finish. Anthony Crownover putting on a old school butt whipping, if you will. Just really taking it to the field here. Just so good at these race cars. And I'm assuming it carries over from the ARCA car. And I'm not sure if I asked you this question before, but do these cars drive similar? Does this car drive similar to the ARCA car?
Actually, no, it does not at all whatsoever.
Interesting. So I guess they made some physics tweaks or what have you. Maybe it's just the speed, but just so good in general with these cars. Very putting it to the field this week. Kentucky's pretty difficult racetrack with this single groove there, but staying ahead of the curve out front most of the time. What were your thoughts coming into this racetrack?
I have never driven it before. I don't think. Maybe once or twice, because when loaded in, I was like, "Oh, this does not seem very familiar." But it, like you said, it is kind of tough, especially on cold tires. So I was just trying to really learn the first half of the race, and then use what I learned in the first half of the race and try to win it the second half. And everything worked out tonight.
Awesome. Really using some learning experiences from the first stages that we talk about during the race there and applying it, taking mental notes. Probably this track, the longest green flag runs we've seen for the most part. How do you stay focused throughout those long runs? You see the taps are just ticking down. We're just making circles around. How in your mind you stay focused on your line?
I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little distracted there at the end, and probably not running my best line. But usually, I just really try to beat myself on average time. I just try to get the best average time and try to stay as close to my best lap time as possible. I know as the tires get older, you're gonna get farther away from that, but I don't really want to have big laps in my lap times. I like to keep them as close together as possible. And so basically, you just race yourself when you're out there in front, not really doing too much.
Front of a real focus on putting some heaters and keeping the lap spread as small as possible. Tire management, I was hearing all over the Discord, all kinds of guys having trouble with tire management. But I think it was pretty good for you with the way you're driving the car. Were tires that bad for you also?
No, I didn't really have any problems with tires at all. I think every time I stopped, um, I think the first two times they were like 72, 74 on the right side. So really, I had really not too much tire wear.
Awesome. Just doing a great job taking care of the equipment, and it shows here with the massive lead start to pull away towards the end of the run there and putting the time down on the racetrack, as well as running fast. It's so hard for a lot of us to do. Be quick and take care of your tires. You seem to have a handle on it. Next week is road racing at Sonoma, the deserts of California. Pretty difficult track, all kinds of elevation changes, flat corners. What are your thoughts going into Sonoma?
If I make it 10 laps, I will be shocked. That's my thoughts about Sonoma.
It's going to be a rough one, it sounds like.
Yes, to say the least. We'll see though. I might surprise you, but I do not look for me to be very competitive at all. I'm not a road racer.
I mean, I've heard that before, and then we've seen some upset there, so we'll look to Crown over there, maybe pull off another upset. I think you'll be all right. But great job at the win here, picking up your second win, and pretty much secure for the playoffs there, so a lot of leeway there for these few races to come. But give us some shout-outs. Who do you want to thank?
Thank you, as always, putting on a great broadcast, and to the Chop Shop, putting on great leagues. The race team, Pro Rev Esports, and to the family for letting me do this. And I'll see you guys next week.
Awesome. Always got to thank the family there, but I appreciate the kind words. We'll see you at Sonoma and everybody else, and I hope you have a great night.
All right, go Cowboys.
There you go. Crown over, taking the win here at Kentucky. First couple times, at least in a while, from what he's telling us. But it just shows the talent and the understanding he has with this car in particular. I'm not too sure how he is with the other cars, but from what he's showing us on the racetrack here, he's fully understand the inner workings of this car and how to run it. Being very quick, he told us himself. He's putting some meters down every lap, and he's taking care of the tires there, running a great line, not sliding the car as much or getting loose, putting the power down. So very patient but fast there, and that's what you got to be when you're racing. Got to be a little patient, be quick at the same time. Something very hard for a lot of us to do. But he picks up the win here at Kentucky. As we pull up the results for the race here, Burke pulls one over on Hammond for second, but Hammond doing a great job, finishing in third. Different mindset here lately, as I can see on the racetrack, and he told us a lot of things are changing there, and it's showing off. It's paying off for him. Finishing in third here, top three for him. Stryker in fourth, Modzelewski in fifth, Bigger sixth. Still a little confused why he was saving fuel back there. I might ask him later off stream. Just very curious. Bigger in sixth, Roberge in seventh, Mark Richkin eighth, Culver ninth. Good job by Jerry and Church staying on the racetrack, finishing in 10th. It just shows no quit. Top 10, Perry, Belgart, Parsons, Delgado 11th through 14th, not finishing the race there. And I think they're just Delgado's your tail end of the pack. So next week, Sonoma. I do want to show the standings here. Biggert on the top here with 3 wins. Cameron Dario not racing today, or Phipps. Didn't see Coulter there, but they're locked in for the playoffs there. Crownover's going to jump to second, I believe, with that second win, getting the points. It might come to third, depending on the points shape out there. But that's your points there coming into the race, so we'll let John and them guys sort it out and get the updated points there for next week. That's going to do it for us here, though, for Chop Shop TV at Kentucky. It's a very spread out race. Lots of green flag runs. Lots of stuff going on here at this track, and that's it's a very difficult thing to manage, is those green flag runs there and staying focused. So if you can do that, you'll be all right. We'll see everybody Monday for the dirt race. with Signature Esports with Jason. Core Network guys got GT3 series on Wednesdays. I'm back at it on Friday nights for the next gen, and then on Sunday next week. In 1 week's time for Sonoma for the Gen 4 cars. So we'll see everybody. Hopefully tune in with Jason on that dirt race. It's great stuff. We'll see everybody next week.